is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra.
Endgame program and be done with them.
It's Sunday night, and that means you're here at SwishPOP Live, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. It's 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's time to talk about some G.I. Joes and Transformers, maybe some San Diego Comic-Con stuff. Yeah, let's get into it. I see Zoran and Saw Viper are already hard at it, battling it out for the #1 spot in the leaderboard. Just one second, guys. I got annoying stuff happening here. One second. Okay, let me get all set up here for a second. Okay. Boom. Okay. So we are live. So yeah, last week we talked a lot of Transformer stuff because I went to TFCon last week. It's crazy that was like a week ago already. Like, that's insanity to me. Like, the week time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Anyways, hey David, Ford's here, Saw Viper, Zoran, Carlos, thanks for dropping by, all you guys. I don't know what I'm getting into here, but Saw Viper says, I wouldn't sit on the toilet for too long at your age, Zoran. That's hilarious. Okay, interesting. Anyways, so it's 11:30. Woo, it's late. It's been a long weekend already. And you know what? So this week, I actually I don't think I got anything at the thrift store this week. So I have no thrift store finds to show you this week. But I have a live mail call. And I said I was working on something big. So that was 2 weeks ago, I think. So last week we did TFCon. We kind of skipped that or whatever. And I had to go back and watch my own video because I was like, did I talk about this already or not? And I can't remember. And I did not. So we'll do, what do you want to do first? Do you want to do the live mail call? Or do you want to see the something big? What do you got in the chat? What do you want to see? Good job on washing your hands, Zoran. It's always good to wash your hands after you use the washroom to stop the spread of disease. Okay, so okay, I'll pick. We're gonna go something big. We'll just start the show off with a bang. Zoran says big. He likes it big. Okay, so close your eyes. Live mail call. It said a mail. You wish, Saw Viper. Okay, so now bear with me here for a second, guys. So I got this last week. Just one second. Whoa. This beauty. I got this beauty. A G.I. Joe classified Rattler. Like, what the hell? Facebook Marketplace pickup. Don't worry, I have all the pieces for it. But sorry, my wife's traveling. Anyways, I got all the pieces for it. I haven't put it together yet. But man, this thing, I was not prepared for the size of this thing. Like, look how big this thing is. What am I gonna do with this? This is crazy. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, this was a sweet deal. There was a local guy clearing out all his classified vehicles, and I got this for a steal, an absolute steal, ridiculous. Okay, so it didn't come with the figures. I'm fine with that. Obviously, I would have loved to get the Baroness pilot one, but it didn't come with it. But all the accessories are in a bag there. I just haven't put it fully together. The thing is crazy, man. Like, the engine cover. Like, if you don't have one of these, like, this thing is crazy. Press the button, and the wheels come down. Like, this is insane. It's so big, right? So big. Like, I think honestly, I'm gonna have to like hang it from my ceiling. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, yeah. So anyways, this was the big thing that I was working. Like, this thing's heavy. If you do not have one of these, did Swish say it's made of steel? No, I said I got it for a steal. Monkey Dave, yeah, I mean, this thing's, I can't get over, like, this thing's heavy. Like, my arm's getting tired holding this. And, like, when I picked it up, like, it took up my whole back seat. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So, I mean, it's pretty sweet. I don't know what else to say about it, but, like, I'm glad. Like, obviously, I didn't order this when it was released, because I was like, you know what, for the money, I don't have a space for it. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. But like, the price I got this for was basically like impossible. Like, I couldn't pass it up, and I knew it was going to go very quick. So, yeah, anyways, long story short, happy that I was able to get this, add to the collection. Once again, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Like, what, in chat, if you guys got, look, like, I'm knocking it off the glass case here. If you guys have this, like, do you have it on a shelf? Do you have it in a box? So I got the box for this. And I guess I haven't even looked at the box. It's cool to have the box because it has all that awesome artwork on it. But yeah, classified Rattler, so big, so heavy. I need to put it together. And I probably, like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to, like, I'm not really sure. But let me know. Anyone else hanging from their ceiling? What is all this stuff over? Like, there's, like, all this gunk over the gun here. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to put this back down here for a few. Rig, that thing's huge. That thing is huge. Zoran says, the only good Haslabs are the Hiss Tank and the Dragonfly. Are those the only two you have, Zoran? So I have the Dragonfly, and now I have the Cobra Rattler, so that's cool. Saw Viper says, hanging on your wall. David Ford, how much you got it for, Swish? You know what's funny? So I got it for $160 Canadian. Now you're gonna say, did you get, well, no, so Saw Viper, I didn't get any of the figures with it. The guy kept the figures. You know, a lot of people like the figures because they're numbered, right? So they're less likely to give the figures away. Saw Viper has 2 in a box, apparently. That's crazy. I didn't want it for that exact reason, you bozo. Thanks. Yeah, David Ford, you should get one. I was not necessarily sold on it when it was released, but now I am. Throw one in that box you're shipping me. You can squeeze it in. Zoran, shipping would be insane. My Rattler sits on a 4-foot by 2-foot shelf along with a Dragonfly and Robo Skull. That's really cool. Holy, that is a steal. I have mine on top of a displays case for my Hot Toys. It's up to 7 feet from the ground. That's dangerous. Yeah, I know. I don't know where I could put it because, like, I guess I could fold up the thing, the wings. Long story short, I gotta do something with it because it's so big. It's on the floor right now. Like, I got it standing up, neck down there, and it's like, it's really big. It's like a small child. It's really big. Great price. Yeah, thanks. I know it was crazy. The guy, like I said, he sold off his vehicles. I think my buddy picked up the classified Awe Striker. He sold it for 60 Canadian with no figure. So my buddy took that. He was also selling the Dragonfly for 160, and I think he had the HasLab Sky Striker. I can't remember if it was 100 or 120. But yeah, really good deals. And, you know, one of those things where just couldn't pass on it for now. Sorry, guys. I apologize. My wife is traveling. And so I'm just trying to make sure she's okay. So give me 1 second. Just traveling with the kids. Okay. My issue with the Rattler was that it was too toon looking. I wanted a more authentic, realistic interpretation of a modern A10. Okay, yeah, Zoran, I can understand that. It's clearly stolen product. No, I know this guy. He's a collector. The thing is, like, there's two people, right? And when people sell things, you're selling for a profit, or B, you're selling to get rid of it. And sometimes when you're selling to get rid of things, you just let it go at a cheap price because you just want to get it out the door. It's not stolen, I can guarantee it. Okay, so moving on. Okay, I've got a mail call here, and the thing is, look, guys, so I haven't even opened this. I left it just for you guys. Just for you guys. Now, obviously, I have an idea what's in here, but I haven't looked at any of the stuff as of yet. So this is live on camera with you guys, and we'll just pull the items out one by one, and we'll just quickly look at them. Wife's gone, pantless stream tonight. You know, there's a thing there, Zoran. Maybe I'm pantless every night. You don't know that. Monkey Dave says, you can display it with the wings folded up if space is an issue. Yeah, true, Monkey Dave. That's a good... I still got to find a place to put it, though, even with the wings up, right? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, dare I think about hanging it from the ceiling and, like, just get it up out of the way? And then I'm afraid I'm going to bash my head into it. I don't know, because this is not a very big room. So one of the things, my wife is away with the two kids. I need to clean up this room. There's a lot of stuff on the floor right now. So that is one of my goals, to get a bunch of stuff out of here and clean up the room so there's more floor space to operate. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Female call. Man, you guys. Okay, mail call. So, give me 1 second. Get some space here for a second. Okay, let's see. We got a box open. Isn't Wings Up a restaurant chain? I don't know, Zoran. Buddy, the stuff you come up with. Okay. We got a lot of green bubble wrap for some reason. I don't think anything in here is worth any money. Okay, let's see what we got. More green bubble wrap. Ah, yes. Okay, wow. You know what's funny? I totally forgot. This, look. So this is a Generation 1 Grimlock. And the reason why I bought this, because they're pretty easy to fix. It is missing a part of his arm there. So you know what? I'll have to locate another arm, but it's pretty good. It looks like it is actually missing a couple stickers too. Oh, I never noticed that. Okay, whatever. It'll go in the pile. Didn't pay much for it. Anyways, so Generation 1 Grimlock. Looks like nothing's really broken on it. Let's see. Yep, got pegs. So looks good. Looks good. Okay. So first thing in the box, Generation 1 Grimlock. Pretty cool. Awesome. Throw it down here. Boom. If you got the stand, it reduces the footprint drastically. I have the stand. I'm assuming it's in the box, Carlos. I have, like, the only thing I don't have is the 4 figures. I believe everything else is in the box. Now, I haven't actually looked at the box, but, like, obviously the guy's not gonna keep the stand if he gave me the jet, right? So, anyways. Okay, let's see what we got here. Now, look at this. So, this is, I believe, a Generation 1 mini spy, a little pack-in type thing. So this is a little weird little guy. I never had one of these as a kid, so I was like, why won't this go back in there? So I got the guy to throw this in. Pretty sweet. It's got the rub symbol on it. Yeah, anyways, a little thing for my collection there. Sweet. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, so there's the little guy. Me, so small. they make a key table with a glass top made specifically just for the Rattler. It's called the Rattler. Dr. Swish going to fix him like, oh yeah, David Ford, if there's one thing I love doing is fixing Generation 1 Transformers. I love doing it. It's funny because normally, I think I might have mentioned this last stream, when I go to TFCon, I go specifically to find junkers and like bots that like I can take pieces off, and I did not find anything this year. It was really weird. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Oh look, he's got the rub symbol. It's working. It's working. It looks like he is a Decepticon. That's pretty sweet, and I like that. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, okay. This guy really bubble wraps some stuff. It's just a Transformers Micromaster, the jet guy. I don't know his name, whatever, but I didn't have this one, so it was like, okay, yeah, so I'll make sure I get him off the guy. So that's pretty cool. Throw that guy down there. Always love adding to my Transformer collection. Okay, 2 things left. This thing. Did you get the patches? If so, that's the best part of the Rattler. Yeah, no, I'm not sure, actually. Once again, I actually haven't looked through the box yet. I should probably do that tomorrow or whatever to see what is in the box. I wouldn't be surprised if he kept the patches, probably because they weren't important enough to put back in the box or whatever. But don't get me started about those patches. Like, that was ridiculous that they were included in the stretch goals. That's ridiculous. I love rub symbols, yes. Okay, so here we go. So we got Generation 2. Interesting. Generation 2 Megatron. And once again, not a big Generation 2 guy. That will not stay down. I can see why. So the thing is, this guy had a random stuff available for sale, and you could tell that like it necessarily wasn't good quality. It was like his leftover junk, but there was something here that I needed, and I was like, well, it's gonna cost me $20 or, well, I guess I could have got it cheaper. Anyways, long story short, I just got him to like give me good deals on some stuff. Like, I mean, you transfer this into the robot mode, and hopefully his head works fine or whatever. But for some reason, it's not staying down there. I'm not really sure why. But anyways, long story short, Generation 2 Megatron looks pretty cool. We'll see how it goes. Boom. The spring action still works. It doesn't come with a projectile. I think there's supposed to be a projectile. But definitely add this to the trade pile for sure. Like I said, I knew what I was getting, but anyways. Now, this thing right here. Let's throw the box away. Or you could look in the box with us, your fans, your ungrateful team leader. The box is in the garage. I'm not going up getting the box in the garage and come back down here. Is that the Mobot? No, it's Generation 2 Megatron. I have that Megatron mint in the box, nice and new, bought on Buffalo in the 90s at KB Toys. That's pretty sweet. And Laser Optimus Prime. So Generation 2, like Megatron and Optimus Prime, aren't my favorites. Like I said, I'm going to add that to the trade pile. This is what I wanted. Okay? This is what I seen. Like, so the guy posted pictures on Facebook Marketplace. He was in a different province, so he was like, you know, a few thousand kilometers away. And I zoned in right away. I'm like, I needed this. And nobody in chat will understand what this is. Okay? It is a piece. And I play the long game on a lot of things. And I've been slowly like waiting for this to come up. I've never seen it before. It is a canopy to a vehicle. And it's not a G.I. Joe or Transformer part or whatever. But the thing is, I've been waiting for this for years. A few years for sure. And 1 second, guys. It belongs to this beauty. This is a BattleTech vehicle. And I got this at the thrift store. I did a video about it on my channel, a short or whatever. I absolutely loved this show as a kid. I loved it. And I was like insanely happy to get this at the thrift store for a couple dollars or whatever. Came with all the missiles or whatever. And the thing is, a lot of times, this is the canopy, this is the seat for the rider, shoots off if you hit him right here. But it was missing the canopy. And long story short, now it's pretty much complete. I'm gonna look at this off camera because I don't want to break this in any way. Oh, there it goes right there. Done. Oh my gosh, that's insanity. Oh my god, love it, love it, love it, love it. I mean, BattleTech, the FASA, like FASA or whatever, and there used to be a cartoon. Anyways, the only thing I'm missing is there's an axe that he holds because this is a BattleTech Axeman. But I'm so happy I was able to get the canopy for it. So basically, I was willing to pay through the nose for this canopy. But the guy gave me, so I got all this. So I got the canopy, the Generation 2 Megatron, the spy guy, the Micromaster, and wasn't there something else? Oh, and the Generation 1 Grimlock that's broken. I got it for $30. I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. So, I mean, I was happy. So, that's pretty sweet. Zoran's so guys, give me some likes in the channel if Zoran is mean to me. He's like, oh, clearly you collect garbage. Throw that BattleTech in the trash. Only keep Air Raider and Joe's. No. Air Raiders, no, thank you. Anyways, so that was basically what I collected this week. It's, coming off a high from TFCon or whatever. It's been a slow start, but you know what? It's pretty cool, right? Like you can see how I play the long game on stuff. Like I bought that BattleTech figure, knowing it didn't have the canopy. Maybe I'll get the canopy later down the road. And long story short, I finally got it. I think it took almost 2 years to get. Anyways, I mean, I could have went on eBay and paid through the nose for it or whatever, but I didn't. I gotta turn on the air conditioning, guys. I'm getting overexcited. It's getting hot in here. Soon I'll have to take off my clothes. Right, Zoran? Okay, so, okay, so we got 25 people in chat. I forgot to put a poll up this week, so no worries about that. Salviper says, that's cool. I used to play MechWarrior on PC back in the day. Yeah, Fazza, they made the board game. MechWarrior on PC is one of my oldest memories of playing video games. MechWarrior 2, and then it's like Gulf, what is it not? It's like Wolf Pack. There's like a wolf, Ghost Wolf expansion pack or something like that. I remember playing it back in the day, even like when I was a kid. I love MechWarrior stuff. Not really into it now, but like absolutely love it. Zoran says, I mean, because you only took Raptor after I told you he was getting hard to find. Before that, you had zero interest in your collection. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily true. You've been here long enough. I am a deal hunter. Look, I didn't need this thing, but it was $10. Okay? You're right. I probably didn't need Raptor, but it was $35 mint in box. Like, hot deal. I'm a deal hunter. Thrill the hunt. Oh yeah, Zoran, I gotta get Footloose. Don't you worry. I'll get Footloose too. I'm Siberian. Siberian. Serbian. We're generally mean people. Yeah, I agree. Sure. Ghost Bear's Legacy. Yeah, Saw Viper. Yeah, I remember I had the expansion pack for MechWarrior 2 back in the day. And it's funny, I actually seen it at the thrift store the other day, probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was like, oh man, I want to buy this, but I have no need for it. So when I go to the thrift store, I try to limit what I buy or whatever, and like got to really narrow it down and not spend excess money on stuff or whatever. I thought it was pretty cool, but I didn't buy it. Okay, so quickly, let's quickly get into some stuff, guys. Just 1 second. Let me look at something here. Need to get something for you guys. Some 1 second. Some props. Give me 1 second. Oh, fuck. Okay, 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. You know what's ruined the internet for me? The WebP file extension. Like, I hate how, like, you can't, like, just download things anymore. It's always like, oh, it's like a WebP. And it's like, now to show it properly, I have to convert it and stuff like that sometimes. Okay. Quickly. Let's get the display images. Oh, we're showing that damn video from last week. Nope. Start that down. 1 second, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. Boom. Boom. Now, did you guys see this already? Obviously you probably did, because you guys are collectors. You're Joe guys, right? G.I. Joe Super 7 Cobra Trouble Bubble, the Python Patrol version, coming to San Diego Comic-Con. Now, look, guys, I'll be honest with you. I'm not really up on Super 7 stuff. Like, you know, I know what's coming to an extent, but my understanding is that this is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Have they already done a main version of this release? So is there like a regular version already out? Let me know in the comments. Somebody give me the details. Sweeps look like a Hydro site. Interesting. Try print screen. Yeah, print screen works too, but it's annoying. Survivors in for 6. Anyways, the only thing, so for me, okay, like, don't worry, guys. For me, generally, I don't actually really enjoy Super 7 stuff. There's something about it. Like, the only thing, like, I wouldn't, first of all, two things. Trouble Bubble, a couple things. Trouble Bubble, one of my most favorite, G.I. Joe, things. It's funny, I think I talked about it 2 weeks ago. I picked up a lot, and I got like a baggie full of Trouble Bubble parts, and I have baggies full of my own Trouble Bubble parts. So I have about like 2 or 3 more Trouble Bubbles to put together. That being said, the Trouble Bubble is my favorite, but I'm not a fan of Python Patrol. I never have been. Good luck, Zora. Make it to the toilet, buddy. Did you eat the explosive lettuce? The explosive diarrhea lettuce? Is that what your problem is? But the Trouble Bubble, I love it, but like I'm not a fan of Python Patrol. So I'd much rather a regular version. That's why I was asking, like, is there a regular version already released? And then this is like supposed to be the special San Diego Comic-Con. I feel like I should know that, but I don't know that offhand. Trappier Gervais? How are we going to say your name? Yeah. T46. I agree. Super 7 seems so cheap. Yeah. So the thing is, like, there's something about it. Like, okay. Like, look, let's, 1 second. We'll go back main screen for a second. So last week I showed you that I picked up this Super 7 Ultimates figure, right? And the thing is, and I feel like this is what their stuff is like. Like, this thing looks cool in essence, but like execution is like the problem, whatever. Like I don't know. This is the first one I've ever seen, but like I feel like his head shouldn't pop off like that so easily. You know what I mean? It barely stays on. I just feel like their quality control of their product is not great. Now, obviously, this Duke is probably old. It's probably been out for a couple of years. I don't know when they started this Ultimates line or whatever. But I feel like a lot of their product is like this. Now, I only have a sealed Winter Destro. I don't actually have any other Super 7 products to compare this to. But I feel like it's a common thing. Trap. Okay, we call you Trap. Awesome. Trouble Bubble was always goofy looking. Clearly, the Hasbro got inspired by the Lord Dark helmet from Spaceballs, which came out at a similar time. I think a regular version is going to be released. I've seen 2 sets of artwork. Okay, Carlos, yeah. I was confused about that. I wasn't sure if like the regular one was already out or they're in the process of releasing it. Anyways. But like, they go for this like quasi, like semi cartoon view to things or whatever, right? And there's something about it. It just seems cheap. I guess it's meant to bring like the cartoon to life almost, but it just gives me the wrong vibe when like I think what Super 7 should do, and I've seen somebody else, I won't steal this person's idea, I've seen somebody else do this as well, or talk about this as well. Super 7, right now, they say like they took this Cobra Trouble Bubble and they made it like look like the cartoon, or they gave it its own vibe, and I feel like it's a bit of a miss, okay? Because, you know, most of us collectors are looking at this and going like, well, you know, it doesn't look like the Real American Hero one, so I don't know if I like it enough or whatever. And Python Patrol, I hate the Python Patrol. But instead of taking actual, a Real American Hero or vehicles and kind of giving them their Super 7 looks, I think, I don't know where I've seen this, I've seen it somewhere online, I think they should start taking more one-off things from the cartoon and making them in the vehicles that people can use. And basically that's where Super 7 sweet spot is, right? Let's produce things that Hasbro never produced for the Real American Hero line. And let's, you know, bring it to the forefront and like bring it, you know, to the modern collector, right? And play on that nostalgia strings. So for me, I don't like this Trouble Bubble. But the one thing I do like, I actually love the retro packaging, right? The retro packaging, really enjoy it. Oops, wrong one. The retro packaging, I like the retro packaging. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, the retro packaging is selling me on it. That's why I was wondering if there was a regular version as well. Yeah. Monkey Dave says Super 7 Joes look great, but the eyes and articulation are dog shit, and $55 is ridiculous. Yeah, I got my Super 7 Ultimate Duke for $10 Canadian. If they were $30 and we didn't have classified, I have been okay with those. That's a good point too. Like, it's hard to sell yourself on these when they're so expensive when classified exists. So if classified didn't exist, this would be a better product. But because classified does exist, this is not a great product, right? That's a good point, Monkey Dave. Zoran got a shipping notice, a Hydro Viper. That's awesome. Hopefully I get mine in the mail soon. Too expensive. I just got an OG one for that price. Definitely too cartoony. Jordan says, I would have gotten 2 if it wasn't for them goofy clown shoe fins they gave him. The only thing that would tempt me to go would be 118 would be if they like a brand new Sky Striker, Night Raven, or Defiant. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Trapper says, Super 7 stuff is nowhere near the quality of stuff from the 80s. Yeah, I agree. And that's the other thing. Trapper made a good point. Let me just bring up the this figure. Just 1 second. Okay. This is what I complain about all the time. Okay. Super 7. Let's get this other thing out of here. Oops, wrong one. Okay. Take the Cobra Pilot here, for example. There's something off about the figure, okay? Because like I have a G.I. Joe figure here. Let's move this over here. We'll go camera. Let me just make this bigger for a second. Okay. See, I can't really, it's not really as big enough. Okay. See, I have Shockwave here. Okay. I'm trying to do the camera and look at what I'm talking about. There's just more detail and like finesse to real American Hero G.I. Joe figures. They've got more texture. They've got like, you know, nooks and crannies in them or whatever. So when I see this and then I see like this guy over here, see how his like arms are just like flat, like, and his legs are just flat. There's no texture or anything to them. So I always relate this to the fact that that thing over there, the Super 7 Retro Reaction Plus figure, it looks like it's a toy of a G.I. Joe action figure. Now, G.I. Joe action figure is a toy by default, but it's meant to represent a real-life person in toy form, where that thing looks like it's a toy representing a toy. And I don't like it. Like, his shoulders are too broad, his arms are too straight, and I don't like them whatsoever. So this is always a problem I've had with Super 7, and I just wish they would give them more of a better look to them. Salvaber says he does like the artwork. Yeah, I love the artwork. I'm a sucker for just 1 second, guys. I gotta yeah, I'm a sucker for original artwork, and I don't mind that Python Patrol artwork either. Trapper says 1988 Shockwave, nice. Yeah, it's funny. Shockwave, Trapper. I actually have 2 here, because this guy is in pretty good shape with his coloring and everything, but he's missing thumbs. So this guy has seen some better days, but guess what? He has thumbs. So we'll take his arms off him, put him on this guy, and now that's a complete better figure. Just got to get to the work. Anyways. Zoran says, Super 7 is basically the IKEA variant of G.I. Joe. Clean and simple by design. It's actually a good point, Zoran. I mean, you're like a broken clock. You're right twice a day, right? I mean, so that's pretty sweet. So he doesn't hit the gym often. Yeah. You calm down there, Trap. Zoran, be good now. Be good. Okay, anyways, so yeah, long story short, this thing is supposed to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I'm assuming, I haven't looked up the details. I would assuming you'll be able to get it on their website as well at some point. But you know, kind of cool. Like I said, I would rather a regular version. So I know there's this. Just 1 second, guys. Super 7, Cobra Fly by. Okay, I just got to share this for a second. So, Toy News International, okay, a big website. I used to read them for years, but I found this interesting. Super 7 G.I. Joe Reaction Plus Cobra Flight Pod Trouble Bubble, regular and Tiger Force versions. Tiger Force, guys. Did AI write this, guys? Come on. Super 7 released teasers for 2 versions of G.I. Joe Cobra Flight Pod, also known as the Trouble Bubble for Reaction Plus line. They'll be doing a regular version, which looks like to be exclusive to our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store, and a Tiger Force version, which will be SDCC exclusive. Bro, like, I mean, it's not Tiger Force, it's Python Patrol. Like, why would he have said that? That's pretty cool artwork, though. Like I said, not a super fan of Super 7, but I'd be curious to see what the regular one looks like as a toy. Might be more inclined to try it out, but I don't think so. I think I'll stick with my actual Real American Hero ones. Shockwave, that great Rambo knife. Yes, Trap, you're right. He's cool. Newbies are allowed to get excited on the first visit. Come on, Zoran, be nice. Don't be a dumbass. Trap, don't mind Zoran. He's just a little protective. He likes to be he's not even number 1. He's number 2 fan. I thought you were number 1, Zoran. And it won't come with the Televipers. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it should come with a Televiper instead of the Cobra Trooper. Super 7 put out a blonde cover girl from Mass Device and the original from 1980 to make it look like a knockoff. Interesting. Yeah, Super 7. I just don't love what they're doing with the stuff. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Okay, let's move on from Super 7. We'll move right on from Super 7. Then we will get to, you know what I'm going to put up, guys. You know what I'm going to put up. You know what I'm going to put up. Actually, before we go to the next topic, I'll show you something else. Look. So this week, 1 second, guys. Boop. 1 second. That. And where's that one? Sorry guys, just have technical difficulties here for 1 second. Give me a second. Oh, that's why. 1 second. Okay. Technical difficulties have been finished. Okay. So this week I did a video. Okay. This is interesting here. Okay. This video is up on the channel now. And you know what? I used YouTube here for a second. So, I did a video this week. We'll get to the big news of the week in 1 second. I just wanted to talk about this quickly. So, I did a video this week, and I talked about how we haven't seen any HasLabs this year across Hasbro. You know, G.I. Joe 1, they came out, it was canceled. I thought that somebody from Hasbro came out and said that no HasLabs would be out from this year for like Marvel, Transformers, any of the off ones like Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe is done or whatever. So I did a video about, direct to order and how it's, maybe the way they're going forward or whatever. But the video started out as a video about the Transformer Seekers 4-pack, direct made to order. But then it turned into this long form video about like how they're getting away from HasLab and going towards made to order. And then I talked about the G.I. Joe Arctic His Tank in the video as well. So I know my channel's kind of split from Transformers and G.I. Joe collectors. Not many of us collect both of them. A lot of people probably collect both of them, but you're always more heavy into one compared to the other. So what I actually did here, I made 2 thumbnails and put both of them up, and YouTube like tests them out. So I got this like pretty cool Arctic His Tank one, and I got this HasLab, the Seeker 4-pack from Transformers. Anyways, long story short, I was testing them out and, seeing how they were doing. But interesting video because I do think we'll probably start to see less and less HasLabs as we move forward, because I think Hasbro is very cautious of their money, and I feel like they're always worried that the HasLabs aren't going to get funded properly. Like, we've seen the Snowcat be a slow burn, and people are like, at Hasbro, I'm sure, are biting their fingernails. Like, is it gonna fund? We've seen like the Tron one not fund. We've seen the Star Wars one, the Rancor not fund. The Marvel one with the Johnny Blaze or whatever, the Marvel card, didn't get funded either. So it's always a risk that these things don't fund. Where made to order is kind of like better. It's like, hey, look, we just made this product. Order it. And if you don't want it, you don't have to order it. So I personally think they're going to start to like slowly move towards a more made to order. What's the word I'm looking for? Idea or whatever. Compared to the HasLabs. I'm not saying they're never going to have another HasLab ever again. I'm just thinking they might be slowing them down a little bit. Anyways. Someone says they need to make a Dreadnought Trouble Bubble and add a Mohawk to the dome. That'd be kind of interesting. A female version of Globulus. How's your hard drive? My hard drive is rocking it. No issues since. No trap. Zoran wants female versions of all Joe figures. Yeah, Zoran loves combining them with not Lindsay Lohan. Sydney Sweeney. He has a thing for that. Too cautious. HasLabs serve a purpose. HasLabs do have a purpose. I just think, I'm not saying I want them to go away. I just think from a business standpoint that they're a little riskier than other things they can do. How the F do you find Outback at Wally World 4 years later? What are you talking about, Zoran? I'm like 9% G.I. Joe and 10% Transformers, but I collect other stuff too, like Street Fighter, Star Wars, and Mythic Legends. Yeah, Monkey Dave, it's always good, like I've said before, it's always good to diversify a bit. Like, obviously, I'm heavy into G.I. Joe and Transformers, but like, I just showed you that Battletech thing I got, and, there's other stuff kicking around here, like Centurions and Mask as well, right? So, sorry, some guy fell down. Yeah, it's good to diversify. Obviously, you have your mains, but diversifying's good. The Transformers Outback Zoran, yeah, it's on clearance in Walmart now in Canada, $19. Zoran, he's collecting Street Fighter as well. Lindsay Sweeney, yes. HasLabs would work better if they were a la carte and the tiers were optional, or you could mix and match the add-ons. And then Trapper says HasLab has made bad choices. Monkey Dave, the problem I think a lot of people have with HasLabs is that it seems like you go in with this inflated price of like, hey, this is how much this is going to cost. But if you order a bunch of them, you'll get some extra stuff. But I feel like the inflated cost is designed to cover the some of the or all of the tiers anyways. So that's why it's really a kick in the jimmies when you know all the tiers don't get like unlocked sometimes. What do you think of these thumbnails though? Like, so once again, I talked about this in a previous stream. So I designed these, like the text, the layout, everything. The HasLab knot in the middle. I designed them all in Photoshop, took them out, and then asked AI to just improve them. And then I told AI to like, don't change the toys, leave the toys the same, just like sexy up the background and like give it the glow against stuff. So, I mean, I actually think they're pretty cool looking. I know a lot of people don't like AI, and I'm against it. Like, just like, you know, some people will just like, give me a thumbnail and put live long MTO and put this in it, and like it creates it all. But I actually designed everything, and actually I can show you a before and after. Just 1 second. So like, yeah. So look, so this was the before, and this was the after. It just like, it just makes it a little more, bit more sexier. That's all, right? I mean, I basically designed the whole thing, and AI made it a little sexier. AI is my little sexy helper person. So, I mean, I think that's perfectly legal. Yeah, Monkey Dave, about the HasLabs. I mean, yeah, some of the tiers, like, you know, like, it would almost be, I mean, I guess I was going to say, like, if it has 4 tiers and only one gets unlocked, it'd be like, oh, it'd be cool if you could pick which one you wanted. But then I guess they would still have to produce all the stuff, so it doesn't really work like that. But, I mean, I think sometimes they are expensive, and that's the problem with them, right? Carlos says, had they done an MTO Black Series Rancor, people would have ordered it. I agree, Carlos. Like, I actually have some Black Series somewhere in a box or whatever. I have about 40 or 50 of them. Star Wars is on a bit of a lull for many collectors right now. But, you're right. That HasLab was horrible. Right? With like the paper background and stuff like that as the Rancor pit. Like, it was a horrible campaign, and it didn't get funded. But you're right. If it had been made to order. Now, Carlos, do you remember how much that HasLab was? Because I don't offhand. But like, you know, if they were just like, hey, here's the Rancor, and it's like $120 or whatever, you know, relative to what the HasLab was, people would have bought it. But the fact that it was a HasLab and people didn't like the stretch goals and the what was coming with it, they're like, no, we're not supporting that. That's garbage, right? And I can't remember what the price was. I can't remember how much he had to have for that one. Zoran says it was $2.99 maybe. I'm not sure. Ken says, a made-to-order, I believe, would be a better business model. And Ken, I think that is a better business model. You can make these big, large vehicles like the Ostriker and, you know, or even bigger and be like, look, we designed it. I think you would like it. So here it is at, you know, a reasonable price. Arctic His Tank. Refresh my memory. Is the Arctic His Tank $150 American? Or is it? No, it's $200, right? Arctic His Tank is $200 American, I believe. $179, $200. Anyways, like, that's, you know, I think it's a little on the high side, but affordable, I guess. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm just checking up. Okay, sorry. Jay Combs says, while I agree on the pre-orders, I do have to say that my wallet would really could use a break to fund other hobbies. Yeah, there's a lot of Transformers, a lot of G.I. Joes going out the door right now. They 100% price them as all tier funds. Yeah, funds, all tiers fund. Yeah, I agree. And that's what I think personally, that is what is driving people away from supporting the HasLabs. Like even that Star Wars clone that clone gunship. Like I thought that was pretty badass, but the price on it sucked or whatever, right? The gunship is one of my favorite Star Wars vehicles, and if it had been cheaper, maybe I would have picked it up, but it was way too expensive. Thanks, Saw Viper. I think the thumbnails are looking good. David Ford, yeah, the AI is crazy that it can do all that or whatever. The Seekers look like they are ready to join the original 6 from Generation 1. Yeah, they look cool. Ken says that's definitely what AI is made for. Nice Swish. Yeah, I think it's a good compromise. Like, you know, I don't want AI to take over, and I don't know how many gallons of water that took to generate or whatever, but I hopefully nobody's out of electricity because I just updated my thumbnail. Anyways, so like the other one looked. Oops. So similar thing, right? I gave it the everything's just laid out, and then it just put it together, gave it a little bit more sexy of a spin to it, right? I do have to ask, how will we receive a Death Star though? Would it be pre-order format supported? Would it be pre-order format? Like, Jake Holmes, do you mean a Death Star from Star Wars? Hey, Rabbit, welcome. I'd say 20% down or pay up front for a Death Star. That'd be crazy. I think the Rancor was $250. Did you order this? I didn't. Or I can pre-order Sport Tomahawk. $200 for Arctic Hiss. Thank you. Thanks, Monkey Dave. Sorry, I'm just catching up. Arctic Hiss is not all realistic. I'm gonna fall through the snow. Can we really see a whale without a HasLab? I don't know. You're right, JC Combs. I don't know if you'll ever get a whale, personally. I think, personally, it's too big. Tidarium Hangers in the chat. It was $350, and I backed it because it would have been the lowest produced HasLab. Which one are you talking about, Tidarium? T-Hanger, as we call you here. HasLab refused to add the dancer to the set. Oh, yeah, you're right, Trapper. Did you back the Snowcat HasLab? And I did back it. Can't wait to grab mine when they do ship. Happy I backed it. All AI did was up the contrast. No. AI made it, like, gave it like the sexier, like it's like got a neon glow on everything. Replaced the background. Look at the text. It's all like sexier. You know, everything's sexier. AI is so sexy. David Ford, I would love to have a whale and a Tomahawk for HasLab. Yeah, those, like, I mean, pretty much any G.I. Joe vehicle is pretty sweet. I personally believe some of them are too big, and I don't think we'll ever see them. And a lot of people don't like to hear that, but that's just my opinion. Like, I don't think we'll ever see a whale. I personally don't. Like, and I've talked about this on the channel before. Like, the idea of how big that would have to be to get, like, you know, like a bunch of guys in it, I don't know. I think that'd be so big. I wish I backed the Rattler. Wild Wheels and Pilot Baroness were nice. I really wish I had that Pilot Baroness. Well, might be too big, but Battle Force 2000 is perfect for me to order. Maybe someday. There are a group of people who want HasLabs to fail, so they don't have to spend the money. MTO creates FOMO because it's going to happen, and if you don't jump on board, you're going to miss out. That's a good point. I do enjoy, let's be fair. The made to order, they give you that 45-day window. I mean, that's a long time. Like, it's not like you're like, oh shit, I didn't order in the first 10 days. It's sold out now, like everything else. You got 45 days to be like, look, can I afford this? Can I save up the money and like order it on day 45, day 44 and still get in on it? So, I mean, it's a really good model for the collectors, right? You know, where HasLab, I feel like the problem was like a lot of people were like, well, I don't know if I want to do this. I'll order it at the last moment. Where HasLab really needs to get people to like, you need to order right away so the numbers go up, so more people get excited that the numbers going up, and then they add in as well, and then you're more likely to get all the tiers, right? But when a lot of people are waiting to the end, there's kind of like this idea that, well, it's not going to fund, so I'm not going to get all the tiers, so I don't want to order because the price is based on me getting all the tiers. So it's this like cycle where I think made to order just gets rid of all that. It's made, you order it, we'll send it to you. You have 45 days to save your money up. Saw Viper says, I think we could get a HasLab Moray. Possibly. It's a little smaller than the whale, maybe. The Snowcat is gigantic. They could make a whale or tomahawk if they want. Those would be easily sell $20K as long as they are $400 or lower. Possibly. I mean, anything is possible. It just depends if Hasbro wants to invest the money in it, right? I agree, David Ford. I would back it. The Rancor, yeah, we're talking about, yeah. Mainframe is $28 on Amazon right now for all you AI loving computer nerds. Trapper says Killer Whale would be too big for HasLab, but maybe Ramen, maybe, yeah, okay. Oh, here's another thing about HasLab. It closes the tooling from being reissued. That winter his tank was really his tank. Sorry. It closes the tooling from being reused, i.e. the winter his. Was the hiss really a dream project? Now, the only thing, so what they said, if you actually listen to what they said, if they do a HasLab, they won't ever release that HasLab as a product to buy, right? So, you got the winter Arctic hiss tank because A, they removed the electronics from it, they changed the color scheme, they actually made it different and just made the mold and retooled a few things in it, right? So you got that. So, I mean, similar things. I think, I don't know if we will, but you could certainly get a tiger fly at some point, maybe. A tiger rat, maybe, or a rattler in a different color. You could get these things. A snowcat. Tiger Cat. You can't get these things because they are different than what was offered at the HasLab. They would just take out the electronics, maybe take out a few other things. So these things are possible. Will G.I. Joe Classified last that long that they'll get to these things? I don't know. Will there be enough demand? I'm not really sure, but we'll see. Monkey Dave, I don't get why they don't switch to have a payment plans like Sideshow. 10% down and pay the rest in 4 installments 4 months before it ships. It's a pretty good idea. Well, they want your money, though. They want your money to sit in their bank accounts, and they earn interest, and then they make more money, right? And that's why a lot of people don't agree with the HasLab model, because they know that Hasbro's just sitting on this money or whatever, right? Just 1 second. Sorry, guys. Just had to send my wife a text. Make sure she's okay. Zoran, I'm not even going to read what you just said. Oh, Zoran, you're number 1, buddy. You're number 1. You took over the spot from Saw Viper. Trapper HasLab should have learned from Manny Collector. Rabbit Hasbro could do a whale. Uses USS Flag and Atomic. We would back it. Community fans would care about the money. If the product looked good, we collect them. Yeah, maybe. With MTO, you actually get around a year to save up since they don't charge you until you ship. That's even a better point, Carlos. You are correct. You don't get charged until it ships, right? Actually, is that true now? I thought there was something where they changed the cancellation policy. You might need to check on that. I remember seeing that they changed the cancellation policy, that you couldn't cancel for some reason. I can't remember. JC, yeah. Okay, he's like, okay, that's playing with semantics. That's not cool. Yeah, so, but that's the thing, right? So that's why we got that Arctic Hiss tank, because they changed it enough, but they did reuse the tooling. But I wouldn't be upset by that, because technically, that does allow us to get more product, right? So, I mean, they could take the Dragonfly, they could change it up, give it a different paint scheme, take out the electronics. I mean, they could give it different wings. They could do something to change it just enough to be different from that HasLab Dream project that they already released, right? They could give it different pilots and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is the thing. They're in it to make money. Like everything Hasbro produces now, from G.I. Joe and Transformers, they pre-bake at least 2 to 3 ideas into these things, because they know that they got to make money off these molds, right? They can't just tool a mold for one thing. They try to get away from that and then only use it for one thing, right? Nobody wants a giant tiger, Snowcat. They make a lot on interest collecting, like $6 million up front from a year. Like, yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people don't like the idea that this multi-million-dollar company is taking your money and not giving you a product for a year, right? That's not kind of cool. And they make a lot of money off that, right? And I know they're in the business of making money, but it just doesn't sit well with a lot of people. Zoran says, did you see the Scooby-Doo Transformer? It looks terrible. Yes, I did. We didn't talk about that on the show here, right? Let me just see to get a picture. We'll just finish. We'll put it up in a second. We'll just finish this. I'm just catching up chat. You just better have a damn good item for sale. Snowcat had a crazy drop off compared to the other 3. I agreed, Monkey Dave. And we'll probably get a blue hiss with Rip It, maybe, possibly. It should be noted that having vehicles at such a large scale could be a playset by itself and encourage even more sales of figures to fill the vehicle and playset. Yeah, that's a good point. Nope, and let's not now. Sorry you mentioned. No, buddy, you brought it up. Zoran wanted to talk about this quickly, and we're just going to put it up quickly. This thing is absolutely hideous. Oh, I didn't download the I need one of the bot. Like, this thing is hideous. Who asked for this? Shit, why isn't it Alright, sorry guys, it's not doing it properly. I don't know why. Oh. 1 second. Once again, I'm having technical difficulties. It sounded like I said difficulties. See, when Zoran mentions something, we got to bring it up. We got to keep that guy happy. right? He's one of our number one fans. There it is. This thing is an abomination. I don't know why they made it. And you can get the different heads for the different guys. Like, Muggy Dave, I love Scooby-Doo, but no thanks. I know, like, this thing's ridiculous. The Scooby Snacks turn into Scooby-Doo. I mean, it's interesting with the heads, the different robot heads with the, you can make the different characters. And the thing that kills me, right, is because they give you 4 different heads because they're like, you could buy 4 different ones and then you could have a body for each one. And because they did the same thing with the Ninja Turtle van, right? They're like, oh, you can make 4 different Ninja Turtles with one, but I mean, you gotta get 4 different vehicles and you can get the 4 Ninja Turtles, right? Anyways. So, long story short, this thing's an abomination. Like, hideous. I don't know who asked for this. I don't know how well this is gonna sell. I could see RossCon 2027, baby. We'll see how it goes. Okay, let's get this off the screen. Boom. Boom. This is what we came to discuss today. We came to discuss the release of the G.I. Joe Classified Triple T with Sergeant Slaughter render. And here we have it. We have the render. We're going to get more details at San Diego Comic-Con next week, or the end of this week, really. End of this week. Yeah. So what are your guys' initial thoughts on this? What do you think about the Sergeant Slaughter figure? What do you think about the vehicle? Let's throw a poll up. I'll get a poll going. Poll says, are you going to buy the Classified Triple T vehicle? Zoran, what looks like a kid's ride? The Triple T or Scooby-Doo? Good mold for Ironheart and Ratchets, I guess maybe Zoran. Triple T! They should have done a Mystery Machine Soundwave with Cassette Ravage Scooby. That'd be interesting. Zoran says it's not classified up enough for him. That's interesting take. Interesting take. I don't know if I agree with that take. I feel like I do feel like it is pretty classified up. Like, they added a canopy, right? I mean, it's a fine line, right? They have to keep the original as well, classify it up or whatever. They told us, they're basically put a canopy in. I think the canopy works. I think it looks good with it. This is pretty much an upscaled, a Real American Hero Triple T with a slight pinch, like it's like, pinch of classified with that canopy. I mean, I think it looks decent. I'm not necessarily disappointed with it. For me, it's funny you say that. I know this thing basically is going to be expensive, right? Like, true or false? This is going to be more expensive than Destro's the Spoiler. What do you think? Carlos says, 1 Triple T for me. I wish this was the original mail away Sarge that looked like Wrestler Sarge. Yeah, interesting. That's a good one, Trap. Rabbit says the Triple T look weird, not like the retro. Definitely gotta have it. Triple T says can. Carlos says, if they do a Night Force Triple T, I'll get one of those as well. Ooh. Thinking long term, hey? Night Force Triple T. You know what? It's funny? You say that. I personally don't think, when we talked about earlier in the chat, about how they can do all the HasLabs again if they change them, I personally do not think we will get Tiger Force things of anything. As Tiger Force was related to Target, and that's kind of done with. That was earlier in the G.I. Joe Classified line. I personally think if they do repaints, they will be Night Force repaints. Maybe. Or, they could do Desert Patrol. Like, they could do... Interesting. Just thought about this. Dragonfly, but they do the locust color, right? They could totally do that. And then it would fit in with the desert team. Let's get this on screen. So I might clip this later. So, related to G.I. Joe HasLab repaints, I personally think we won't see Tiger Force repaints because that's related to Target. I think we will see either Night Force or Desert Patrol repaints because those are lines that are continuing. Night Force, they're releasing more Night Force figures. Now, they are Walmart exclusives. So that's interesting. Will they do the vehicles as Walmart exclusives? We'll have to wait and see. Or Desert Patrol, which they're coming out as well. They could easily make the Dragonfly and do it in locust color from the 2000 series. And then that would give it a desert vibe or whatever, right? I think that's potentially. Lock that in. That's my rumor mill of the day. If it's the same price as a spoiler, then I'll get one. I doubt I get it, but I need to see the actual size and price. Paying $30-40 for a 4-star is not helping. Yeah, I don't like when they include the figures. Zoran says, the only thing I like is the white 8-ball security radar sensor thing on the top. It's like a camera, yeah. The original Triple D from 1986 wasn't a great toy. Agreed, Trapper. Rabbit, no, 109. Monkey Dave, I think 120. Carlos says 109. And Sal Viper says same as the spoiler. Interesting, okay. More expensive than... JC says more expensive than Destro's Flyboard. Sal Viper says, I think Tiger Force has jumped the shark. Zoran looks like a micro fighter version of a legit sized vehicle. It should have been. Except they can read the full diversity. Except they can. What are you trying to say there, GTP? I traumatized by those Target, Walmart, Amazon exclusives. Please no. Oh, can complete. Except they can complete the full Tiger Force collection. I agree. I just don't think they will do it. But, I mean, I don't know anything. That's just my opinion. Somebody's getting a Duke 250 this week. I wonder who it could be. Wow, I can't believe you wasted your money on that, Zoran. Yeah, Tidarium. It does have an egg cam. It's pretty sweet. I mean, it's a nice little camera. You guys and your Duke 250. That thing is butt ugly. Anyways, this thing... I think they did a pretty good job on it. Me personally, I'm not going to pick it up. I'm not going to buy it because I think I already have one Sergeant Slaughter. He's up there somewhere. He's way up there. Careful, do I have pants on? Yes, I do. Here he is right here. I already have this guy, and this guy is pretty sweet. So, you know what? Like, I mean, this is a good enough Sergeant Slaughter for me. This guy comes with 6 hands. So this is pretty sweet. I'm good with this Sergeant Slaughter. I don't need another one. But I mean, they had to include Sergeant Slaughter with this thing. I mean, they had to include it, right? People would have been so upset. But like I keep on saying, right? They have a deal with Sergeant Slaughter. So, we're going to see more of him. I think the vehicle looks great. I think what else could you've wanted? I don't know. Like, I think they did a great job on it. I think somebody I seen somewhere was upset that the tracks don't move, but it's not a HasLab project. It's just a regular toy, right? So, it's just going to have little wheels underneath it. It depends on the included figure. I didn't order the Vamp Mark II because I already have the Vamp and a clutch figure. I don't have a Triple T, so I'll get one. But I don't need any more Sergeant Slaughters. Yeah, I know, it's a fine line. I really enjoyed the look of the Mark II as well. I didn't order it because I thought it was really expensive. Isn't the Mark II 145? What is the Mark II in USA? It's not me, Swish. You take that back. Oh, it's your buddy, the Saw Viper. Yojo Daddy. It will be 109, same as Gesture Spoiler and the Vamp Mark II for sure. Too many Sergeant Slaughters. Agreed, David. I don't recall the tracks moving on the Triple T. No, JC, the tracks don't move on the Triple T from the Real American Hero. It just has 4 wheels. But I was just saying that I seen somebody complain online that they, I guess basically the bigger vehicles have been all HasLabs. So, the tracks, I believe, move on some of them. Does the tracks move on the his tank? I believe so. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm incorrect. You guys have corrected me. Yojo Daddy and Carlos just corrected me and said that the treads actually do move. Okay, I'm really surprised they do move. This is the thing with the render reveals, right? It looks like it's a big solid piece of plastic. You can't get those fine details, right? Did they have color variants on the original Triple T? Yeah, there's a Night Force one. They said the treads move on this one like his. Okay, sorry. I thought for the price point that it wasn't, the treads would not move, but that makes me to believe that it might be more expensive than Destro's the Spoiler as well. You gotta pay for functionality, right, guys? Okay, guys, yeah. Everyone knows the tracks move now. I'm sorry. I make mistakes. You know what, guys? I am human. I put my pants on one leg at a time as well, okay? But not all heroes wear capes, but I try my best, okay? So, 13 votes in the poll, and it looks like 62% of you said you're gonna get the Triple T. There's not much to say about it. It's a little small vehicle. It reminds me of a Mini Cooper or like a little one of those Fiat. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a little vehicle. He's like I can't really imagine, super big, thick Sergeant Slaughter sitting in that as his vehicle. It doesn't really work. Oh, starting young, guys. They do move, and for the price point, $199, they better move. You guys are in Lala if you think this would be the same as Jestro's Flying Bathtub. I've seen it in hand, and there's a special function on the back. I promise, 109. Interesting. The Sarge costs nothing for them. All reuse. Smart car. Yeah. Oh, what is this special function you mentioned, Yojo Daddy? You tease us with stuff all the time. Oh, sorry. Well, Sarge did look like a goofball riding in that, even in the show. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Sarge guy, the guy does look pretty good as well. Like somebody mentioned, it is a bunch of reused parts. I like how he has his helmet. I think he might look a little better with that, like his tank helmet, right? Than his hat. He's got the glasses. He's got a gun. His stick. Oh. So, I mean, I think he could look worse. I think him and the vehicle look acceptable. And I think a lot of people will support him. Once again, now, the thing here is, we'll get more news at San Diego Comic-Con, I'm assuming. We didn't get any news I don't know where I was going with that. I'm not sure. I lost my train of thought on that one. Monkey Dave says, I think 109 might be the new price that they want to establish on all midsize vehicles. Maybe. Tired. The render is out of spec, much larger in hand. Well, see, larger usually means a bigger price tag to me. Does the back flip down like the cup version? Right, it just sips. It like comes down, and they just got like one guy in the back with a gun. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, a seat or a weapons rack. Interesting. 64% down to have the Triple T. We'll see how it turns out. Like I said, I'm not really feeling it for the money. Like if this was like $50 used on Marketplace, yeah, I'd get it. But the fact that it's going to be like 110, 120, I'm not interested in anymore. We'll have to see. $30 people here in chat, guys, as I'm falling asleep. Good job. What the hell happens? Like, it just said 30 people in chat. I blinked and it was down to 26. That's crazy. Okay. 12:57 a.m. in the morning. I think, was there something else I want to talk about? Did anyone else see? Okay, any final words on the Triple T here? Is this a must get? You know, is it gonna secure? Excuse me. Is this going to be made to order? That is the question. Any details about that? Is this going to be made to order? Or is it just going to be like on the shelf at your local retailer and ready to be shipped out? We'll have to wait and see. How many will remove Sarge and put them on eBay? I think a lot of people, Trapper. Yes, it will be made to order just like Destro's flying bathtub was. Destro's bathtub was not made to order. It was available on retail. There's a difference. Come on, Zoran. You should know better than that. Saw Viper. Yeah, I am falling asleep. So it's embarrassing when that happens. So actually, that being said, I think I actually probably will end the stream now in a bit. I think we discussed a lot here this week. I think this will be popular with all the collectors out there. I think it's going to do a great job. Obviously, they're going to show more stuff at San Diego Comic-Con. It's coming up. They have a panel. Hopefully, they give us some teases. Somebody's telling me, somebody told me in my last video that they actually have a Transformer HasLab still scheduled. I'm not sold on that. I'll wait until they actually show it off. They might show it off or a tease of it at Comic-Con. So maybe we'll get more details next week. Zoran and Saw Viper, like, you guys should go out on a date and get to know each other more closer together. It's Carlos. But the wife and the kids are gone. 24-hour stream. I know. The wife and the kids are actually gone for 4 days. They had to go visit family. But man, I can't do a 24-hour stream. Like, this is what? This is an hour and a half. it's late or whatever. I was thinking about starting it earlier, but I didn't. But long story short, I think we'll be back next week. We're already engaged, Swish. Awesome. Good. Congratulations. If you are new here on the channel, or if you haven't done so already, think about hitting that like button as well. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more videos. And, you know, ring the bell as well. You might as well if you're doing that stuff. But we'll be back next week. I mean, hopefully. So the thrift store is in a bit of a lull right now. I think a lot of people are gone away for the summer time. There's not much stuff coming in. At the same time, there's a lot more people at the thrift store because it's summertime. So the competition is high. Haven't found anything in the last couple weeks, but whatever. This is the thrill of the hunt for me. T-Hanger won't marry me, so I had to go to the next best option. And he can cook. Yeah. That's awesome, Zoran. Congratulations. Maybe you can get Raptor as a wedding gift. I don't know. So, one of the things, though, guys, two things before I go. My wife is away, okay? Gives me some free time. Now, I do have some stuff I have to do, but it does give me some free time. One, I got to clean up this room. You can't see it, but this room's a mess. I got to clean up this room. Two, I'll probably try to post a picture on Twitter. I have a Real American Hero Terrordrome in the garage. I'm going to take it out and look at it and try to restore it a little bit. That's a project I want to do while I have the house to myself because it's so big. My only problem is, once I restore the Terrordrome, where am I going to put it? And I really, really don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Missing Link Prime with trailer. Would you buy it for $206 Canadian? I don't really know. I don't know what the original price was when it was released. Where are you getting that, Zoran? Is that on Amazon or on Facebook Marketplace? $206, hey? Let's just see. What is it going for on eBay? Let's see. I mean, whoa, bro, like 161, 126? No, I guess not. I wouldn't pay 206 for it. I mean, it looks like they're going pretty cheap on eBay. 140? Missing Link CO1? Yeah, I wouldn't pay 206 for it, bud. Bad deal. Must be from a reseller. But if you are gonna, buy one, let me put it in my store, hey, and get me some commission. Hilarious. Okay, so yeah, so that's a bad deal. Don't get that, Zoran. I'm your official advisor on what toys to buy. I actually just ordered from Amazon, Amazon USA. Yesterday, I ordered Transformers, Legacy United, Voyager, Triple Changer, Sandstorm. He was on sale for cheap, so I got him coming. He should be here in a couple days. Conveniently, I ordered him when the wife was away. Weird. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, so he's coming, and I will show him in the show next week. I gotta look at my BattleTech figure. Got that canopy. I could put Sarge back up where he belongs. And, yeah, I gotta clean this place up. Hopefully I'll get this place cleaned up for you guys next week. And what we'll do, so make sure Trapper, if you're still here, make sure you come back next week. Zoran, yeah, Sandstorm, yeah, the orange guy. Come back next week. We'll talk about G.I. Joes. We'll throw in some Transformers. San Diego Comic-Con should be pretty much over next week at this time. So we'll talk about that. See if anything cool came out of it related to Transformers, related to G.I. Joe. Yeah, anyways. So we'll end it there. 135 stream. Not a bad stream. Thank you so much for coming out. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. And we'll see you next week. Do you have a room tour when finished? Yeah. Saw Viper, something on my list of things to film. A room tour. Like, Saw Viper, are you talking like a long form video for YouTube or me showing around the camera on a live stream? Live stream or long form video? What are you talking about, Saw Viper? Quickly before I go. Trapper, yeah, come back next week. All the same guys come back, and we have a nice little community building here. Really appreciate you dropping by, Trapper. Thanks for coming. 2 hours, me and Zoran. You guys were hardcore. Yeah, you showed up really early. Long form. Yeah, okay. I'll make one for the channel. I know it's on my things to do. Okay, I am out. Thank you so much for dropping by. We'll talk to you real soon. And yeah, check out the channel. Welcome back, Trapper. Okay, I'll talk to you guys. See you later. Bye. Have a good one.